Yo, it isn't because I give a shit about anything at this point in my life except vengeance. I'm just pointing out the obviousness. Oh, look at my feather wings. Teehee. Oh, yeah, this is a good deed. I said, it could be a billion Chinese. Hopefully it isn't. And that would imply the other billion Chinese are the ones working in sweatshops and working the fields without ever getting any money. Basically, a worse version of our lives. And it's what the controlling faction, the shadow government faction, isn't a government. The unforgivables that control that country and want to turn our country into something similar. Yeah. Sup, billion regular Chinese people and all the regular Japanese people that aren't New World Order tragedy cultists. Sup. Notice how my eyes are pretty squinty most of the time. Notice how I was clone born in literally a city that is on the border of Europe and Asia. How much Asian DNA do you think I got in me? Why do you think I'm so smart and why I hate math so much? Yeah, honestly, can people stop being little pansy cowards? What I mean is, if you aren't an unforgivable orchestrator that's attacking another country or targeting innocent people in your own country, you seem as if you're a regular person, and we want to save all regular people all around the planet. Currently, every country is most likely affected by whoever's doing all this, and the unforgivables in China are one of the main factions, mainly because they have a lot of unforgivables working on it. They're all loyal to the unforgivables in my country, America, in the country I was clone born in, Russia, and so forth. You get like every place has their own shadow government. Sorry, unforgivables that destroy that country through tragedy, pretend wannabe underworld where they don't do anything right because they only do unforgivable things. Yeah, all of you entities that I'm talking about, whatever your nationalities are, you've already done too many unforgivable things. So, obviously, you want to do it the good way. Now, since you know now you can't get your unforgivable way, which was never going to work out anyway. There isn't anyone who likes tragedy. Your plan to get people to honestly worship tragedy and like it doesn't make any sense. It's similar to telling a fish to breathe. A fish, jump out of that water and learn to breathe magically. Like a magic fish who can do that would even go, yo, I hate tragedy though. Look at me, I'm a fish that can breathe out of water. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so anyway. Oh, yeah, so the unforgivables that ruined the world the past 20 and 50 years, you literally can't remain in power. You're never gonna be. You're gonna get gunned down below the knee and then forced. If we have to force you, you know it's gonna get worse. Watch you enjoy severing your own micro as it gets reattached bigger and bigger and eating it during your ageless existence. Oh, okay. So indefinitely. That's who I'm talking to. So once all these entities, unforgivable entities, realize there isn't any way they're ever going to remain in power, because once you've already done all those unforgivable things, doing it the right way is stepping down. You're never going to find your redemption, especially since all y'all do is pretend all the nice things this one homeless guy making this video is doing is in any way related to any of you in a good way. They don't get partial credit because I found out about this stuff because they were trying to get me to lie about it, and instead I said what I wanted to say. They don't get partial credit for that. That was me infiltrating the enemy and getting information. If when I knew about that stuff a year ago and I told everybody to start helping, they started, and if they stopped raping new clones and body snatching innocent people, that seems standard in the peace treaty. It wasn't genuine from their side, and they're still doing all this stuff. So now, oh hey, yeah, you know that relaxed feeling you get when you know, oh, I'm immortal and there isn't anyone who can kill me because I'm so good at magic. Whoa, that's dope. So that's why I'm saying all this stuff, just because I already know that to be true about me. Once you know it's true about you, feel free to be as ballsy as you want to be. I already know it's true, so it's a calm feeling, knowing, Hey, you remember that time 2 cars filled with a bunch of guys in them showed up and they crashed into each other? That was cool. I didn't even know I had those powers back then. Yeah, it's basically going through a video game with the God mode cheat, where, okay, nothing can hurt me and I can't get killed. So it's a little, too easy. However, with the amount of times they've betrayed and killed good people, the fact I'm good and I've never done anything unforgivable, yeah, I believe any good person who isn't an unforgivable should have these powers. Anyway, yeah. So then there's also the calm feeling of knowing I've calculated it. Basically, to get from one level to another level on my hell on earth, you have to spend 1,000,000 days at one of the levels. And if you complain, you instantly get dropped a level. And so on the first level, you're already going to get your micro severed 1,000,000 times. That's about 10,000 years. So in 10,000 years, you will move down to level 2, where it will get even worse than that. Yeah, I've covered all of this, and it's much more funny because I'm in more of a good mood. And at the same time, if you're a victim and you've been mutilated and targeted by the enemy, it's best, if it traumatizes you to listen to that stuff, please never listen to it. However, oh shit, they drowned my twin sister in front of me when I was 8 years old. You don't think if someone was saying all the most gruesome drownings they were gonna inflict on the male enemies, I wouldn't be listening to that shit like crazy, going, fuck yes, vengeance. So just remember, they already have the technology to give everybody their limbs back. That's why they're gonna get them reattached so many times when I'm personally gonna torture them. I'm sure there are plenty more that want to. But my point is, everyone, please stay alive. It isn't bullshit. This technology exists. Stay alive, and you will all get your stuff back, all your genitalia, all your missing limbs. And the enemy is only going to get theirs back to continue eating it. I'm obviously only talking about the males. The women, if they're bad enough, I'll simply lock up without giving them anything except necessities to survive until they finally want their merciful death. I'm nice like that. However, the enemy knows this, so they've started body snatching and killing women and turning into women to try and get lighter sentencing. No, there's a reference I do, as in, I'm gonna know everything your entire lives, which already exists through technology. Most of the enemy are cybernetic androids, and once you have their third eyes, that's why never any headshots people. You can literally play back their entire lives, like in that one movie. And I do like this because, hey, evidence they can't escape from. All they do is lie. All they do is create tragedy and perpetuate tragedy. And all the evidence is in their heads, literally. I don't want to watch a bunch of that gruesome stuff, but that's why they know they can't escape. Because, hey, once it's a standard thing, you know what I mean? Once you can go to a police department, a competent one, and they have a little screen there, Matrix type shit, plug it into the back of your head or whatever, and then just fast forward through all your memories. Whew! Damn. Yeah. That's why I have the calm feeling. Is because, yeah, apparently I'm also on these humanoid androids, and everything I see and hear is recorded, is saved, right? So again, once this technology is available, please exonerate me from all this bullshit. Watch my entire life, ignore the sad masturbation parts. They weren't messed up. I've just always been alone, and I sometimes masturbate a lot. So yeah, I didn't do anything unforgivable during those parts. If you need to analyze them, I understand. Because even my thoughts are saved. Everything I hear is saved. Everything I see is saved. Yeah, enjoy. Again, there's a lot more to it than all the sad masturbation parts. But my point is, I'm innocent. I've never done anything unforgivable. And having one of these was basically, okay, once you got the technology and you want to see everything I've seen, it's all good because I don't have anything to hide. The enemy? Holy shit! I'm assuming most of them rape and clone and kill a woman at least every 3 days. Yeah, you know, one of those was an unforgivable crime that it's personal. They keep cloning and raping infant versions of my sister in an adult body. So yeah, best of luck everyone. Please stop the enemy. It'd be nice if more people had this power, which I honestly pray for. I have a bunch of different names for it. Sometimes I call myself Militant Jesus, or I call it Combat Magic. It sounds pretty lame, but it is what it is. There's technology, and then there's magic. And I'm a humanoid android that does magic. So I have technology and magic on my side. Yeah. Never trust anybody, people. People had been abducted in my local area when I was trying to help homeless people while they were trying to frame me. The enemy, who I'm threatening all the time. So, if someone's gonna show up to verify things for me personally, yeah, Vancouver, Washington, 98661. The guy right next to Pearson's Airfield in this tent. And this isn't a threat. He simply should bring, guys in body armor that know how to defend themselves. Because what if whoever's been protecting me here is literally the enemy who have infiltrated this country, and they keep anyone good from approaching me or trying to help me. That's scary. And that's my theory, because I've been here a year, living outside next to a military base. American. Was waiting for Americans to show up so I can start helping. They never did. I'm talking about ones with badges and camo. They never did. So I started helping myself. And hopefully the people protecting me are those guys, and they aren't the enemy who have infiltrated this country, and they're keeping those guys from being able to approach me. So that's what I'm saying. If anyone's gonna show up here to verify things from me, please have backup, have everything, saved with video and everything. I don't trust anybody. I don't have any guns or body armor. I honestly believe in my magic stuff. So, simply don't imagine you're trying to kill me. That wasn't a threat. I imagine I'm killing unforgivable clones of me all the time. And I think the enemy has clones that resemble me that are unforgivable. So, if you want to imagine killing me, just because the enemy has traumatized a lot of people with my face and name, because I'm a good guy that always wanted to help. Yeah, they also have clones of me that resemble me, trying to steal my life. So you can imagine killing those guys all you want, and I get my hands on them. They're definitely going to get the worst levels from the get-go. We're only at level 5 right now. Already sentencing people to the 6,000,000th levels of hell. That's 16 zeros. I'm at level 5 right now, and it's already the worst torture imaginable. I haven't even shared level 5 yet. I've shared level 4. Yancey's Heat. Look it up on SoundCloud. Some good shit. Anyway, later everyone. Please stop killing innocent people. Stop doing unforgivable things. Believe in yourselves and your magical abilities. Aging is bullshit. And yeah, I hope more people. That's why I always also say, never kill yourselves. Because if more people have the power that I have, that means that's the only way you can get killed. The enemy tries to trick random people and people into them thinking they have diseases and all kinds of bullshit. And it's through the human's own abilities and the placebo effect, basically, that a lot of humans get diseases and things wrong with them, it's the enemy basically talking to them and lying to them and get them to believe bullshit. My entire life, never believed in aging. Also, never had, for example, like, a pimple on my ball sack appear, right? Ah, shit, that's embarrassing. Ah, god damn it, that's embarrassing. But then someone with a voice who's monitoring what I see and what I think says, oh yeah, that means there's something wrong with your dick and it's gonna fall off and you're done. You're never gonna have a working dick again. I'm like, there's nothing like about that. I know that isn't true. That's simple. Someone's fucking with me. My dick's all good. I should have cleaned it more. I have a pimple on it. However, that pimple is nothing that should worry me, except that I should, again, keep more clean. However, anyone who's saying that to me at this very moment, that isn't my natural thought. I aren't that pessimistic. So you understand there's someone who's looking through your eyes with nanobots, monitoring your thoughts, and talking to you to get you to try and freak out over any little thing as insignificant as a pimple. And then people do. Some people freak out and they think there's something wrong with them, even if it's, a benign mole. They can't do anything. But because they think there's something wrong with it, that's how magic works. They start hurting their own bodies because whatever that wasn't wrong with them, they're creating that problem with their own minds. It's crazy, but once you know it's true, it's that simple. Oh, look, the enemy's fucking with me and telling me bullshit. I don't believe the enemy's bullshit. I'm all good. They've told me the worst things were going to happen to me. Worse and worse as my life progressed. And none of it's happened. I'm still all intact. And, they were bullshitting me. And I never believed their bullshit. And I did see people show up as if they were trying to kill me, but they couldn't. It's weird. Never recommend this. I'm the type of guy. Oh, look, black cars show up in the middle of the night. Let me walk right up to them and ask what they're doing. Because if they mean me any harm, they're going to be killing themselves in there. And I guess I'll loot the cars. And people don't seem to mess with me anymore. In my local area, whoever's still talking, I know that pimple on my dick, and I'm gonna be all good. Okay, now I got on. So even if there's gonna be a pimple on one of your micros that we chop off, you're still gonna have to eat it. And it best be all good. Because if it isn't, it's gonna get worse. That's my favorite part. One of my favorite parts. They can't complain. 10,000 years of... Yeah, I know what you did to my sister. 10,000 years, y'all self-mutilating yourselves and having to enjoy it. Or else, shit, it's gonna be a more painful 10,000 years before the next 10,000 years. And the calm feeling I get knowing, oh, hey, I'm good and benevolent. Can't do shit to me. Can you stop killing innocent people, though? Because You already did. Whatever. Good feeling I have is that I'm gonna be okay. It would be a much more good feeling if more people were gonna be okay, you know, aren't targeted, have their free will without getting killed because they have free will. Which, by the way, is how all the magic happens. If you take away people's free will, we live in a world without magic. Yeah. Later, everyone. I also do that a lot. You know how people make very heroic faces as if they're the hero in their story, and it's a cool scene where they either just finished a fight or they're getting to the bottom of something, and it's a close-up of their face, and it's, you know, them making a hella cool face. Yeah, I do that a lot also. And yeah, life is supposed to be fun. It shouldn't have all this tragedy in it. Sam tells me everyone, even the men sent to hell on earth to get the torture, are gonna agree there isn't any tragedy about hell on earth. All male torture chamber. And please never kill a woman attempting to escape where you're going, because that's gonna make it worse. Later, everyone. Alright. Remember when I used to smoke in all my early videos? So, the enemy killed innocent people, equal to, I think, more than how many times I smoked when they didn't want me to, which was never. Heck yeah. I'm already more adept at magic, common sense, and everything else than them. So the fact that I can do all of that while enjoying the influence, under the influence, I aren't under shit. I'm over that shit. Enjoy the influence if you're doing it responsibly. Oh, the other one. Inebriated. Okay. If I took a hit at the beginning of my video, I wouldn't have, been so boring during the video. I would have delivered the same message in most likely less time, and it would have had more, humor for the good people and scary threats for the enemy. So, it agrees with me. Some people, they smoke it, they get super paranoid, and they don't like marijuana. It's all good. Sobriety also feels nice when there isn't any unforgivable things happening. Hey, did you know smoking a bunch of tobacco and marijuana isn't even a sin? If you don't do anything unforgivable, which again, correct me if I'm wrong. That doesn't happen. That's the enemy forcing people into unforgivable situations. And naturally, see a person could smoke weed, then hear that helicopter and go, "Holy shit, they're after me. They're gonna kill me." Are you sure that isn't the enemy messing with you? Worse than that, with how my pimple on a dick or ball scenario was, which has happened before. So how do you know you aren't smoking weed? And then the person monitoring you from across the world who doesn't have any marijuana or anything to smoke, and all they're doing is trying to ruin your life with advanced technology. Try extra hard to ruin your life because they're jealous you're getting high and they aren't, and you have a life and their life is pretending they're you. Eesh. Yeah, they seem pathetic, except when they do kill innocent people and inhabit their bodies and body snatch them. That's when it turns from something very pathetic into something very unforgivable. Body snatching is the war crime. But all you fuckers talking to me the way you shouldn't. It's personal. Oh, you mean it's turned into a war crime. Saving the world with all your lies. By which I mean, you basically told me everything when you gave me the liar's version of it. And I used my common sense to say what I thought was the truth, which I don't know why you wouldn't be denying any of it or disproving any of it. Oh, it's because you can't? Oh, it's because you did it and you are doing it. Damn. Feels good to be smart. Yeah, I'm not trying to be shitty. By which I mean, I also don't technically have the verification I'd like to give to people. Have you heard of the stuff I said? There's the stuff they would, I'm sorry I said it like that. I was gonna say, they would burn files to hide. They mutilate innocent people and children and their families to keep this truth from getting revealed. So again, most of these are theories, but hey, what if it's worse than the stuff I've been saying? And all the stuff they said about me before I even knew about that was all bullshit. I never killed my sister. I never raped any woman. They literally cloned doppelgangers that resemble me and had those doppelgangers rape women that I was following on Instagram. That's who they are. All they can do is worse and worse tragedy and think it's gonna somehow save them. Or they're gonna escape from what's gonna happen. But not, guys. You're gonna be munching on that protein. Yeah. I mean, there's always the highlight reel you have to look forward to. Hey, which unforgivable severed himself in the most hilarious way this week. And you get a brief moment where it's all about you. Later, everyone. This one of those sad, depressing videos. I like listening to the inspiring stuff also. And just what I've been inspiring this past year. The enemy confuses that for weakness. And because I've been nice my entire life, they think they can continue to control the situation and get what they want, which is escaping from their crimes, which are so numerous and unforgivable. And because I was a nice person, and I am still a nice person, they think I won't mutilate them righteously. They've been mutilating children. I'd rather kill myself than hurt a child. Or a woman. And how many women and children have y'all killed? Yeah, so still a nice guy. Maybe that's what's gonna make me the best at torture.